We're ready.
Very well. Good morning, everyone. Mayor Steve Wilder here for the City of North Canton. This is the City of North Canton CIC meeting scheduled for May 18th, 2021 at 9 a.m. in the morning via teleconference. First order of business will be our call to order. Mayor Wilder is present. Jeff Peters? There's no reply. We'll admit him when he can join us. Patrick Diorio?
Here.
Gina Alabak?
Here.
Daryl Revolt?
Here.
John Zepp? John Zepp, are you muted? We'll go to Tim McCourt.
Here.
And Jane Nicholson has submitted a motion to excuse her. Can I have a, so let's see, we've got no reply from Mr. Zepp. We'll allow him to come in when he can. So I have 5 present.
Have a quorum.
Motion to excuse Jane Nicholson
So moved.
Second.
and Alabak, and a second by Diorio. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? She's excused. We'll just momentarily, if Peters or Zepp can join us, then we'll bring that to everybody's attention. Thank you. For new business, we have approval of the minutes for May 5, 2021 meeting, the virtual meeting. May I have a motion to accept the minutes?
I think there are some amendments that need to be made, so it'd probably be in order to amend it, then do that.
Very fine then. We'll do that first. If
There's a motion to amend. I will second that motion.
very good.
The amendment is that in the minutes, one of the items that indicated regarding fire inspectors, the quote was attributed to Tim McCourt when it should have been attributed to John Zepp.
Correct. It was on
Right,
page
and-
14, line 20.
Yeah. Mayor, did you have any others?
No, that was the only one that was brought to my attention.
So with that amendment, I think it was moved and seconded. So we're ready.
Very fine. With that seconded by, with the amendment in place, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? The motion carries to accept the minutes of May 5, 2021.
As amended.
As amended. Thank you. Our next order of business is an update on the real estate assistance for
Hold
the
on a
North
second.
Canton City
Hold on a
Schools.
second. Mayor,
Yes,
I got Jeff Peters on the line.
very fine.
So he has had some difficulty being able to hook up. Jeff, can you speak?
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Can you hear
Yes.
me, Mayor? All right, so what we're going to do is I've got Jeff on my cell phone and I've got it on speaker so that he can participate. And if you can hear him, Mayor, then I think we're okay.
I can hear him. Thank you.
All right, Jeff, you're part of the group.
Yep, thank you guys.
And the record should reflect that Member Peters has joined the meeting.
Very fine. Thank you. I'm going to move into an update on the real estate assistance for the North Canton City Schools and the North Canton Library. And I'd like to turn that discussion over to Mr. Diorio to lead, please.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. President. So what we have here is that as the city has been moving forward with its economic development plans, it has been in contact with other entities that also have economic development plans. In this case, the North Canton City School System and the North Canton Public Library. And the two of them have been working together in trying to get some additional properties located on Portage that are adjacent to the property that the school owns. Now, as we know, with the school being developed on Charlotte, that whole entire complex from Ream to Charlotte to Hillcrest to Portage, that city block is being redeveloped. And so the library will be losing parking spaces. So the intent was, is there a way that if the library could acquire some land adjacent to the school property, would the school be willing to swap those properties for the corner of Ream and Portage, and for the purposes of putting a parking lot there that the library would control and that they could use for their staff and such. So being aware of those plans, I saw that one of the properties went up for sale by owner, and I knew in this real estate market that we would need to act quickly. And I didn't think that the school, in talking with them and the library, that they would be able to act quickly enough to secure this property. So knowing what they intended, I offered to put the CIC forward to see if we could get the property tied down. And we were successful in that endeavor. And so now what we want to do is basically hand the ball off. So we put down a very modest down payment to make the contract binding. And then Krugliak Wilkins, which is also acting as the attorney for the library in putting this together, and of course is our legal department as well. So I think there's some natural synergies there that help the library in this case. So what we want to do is we want to assign this contract to the closing entity, whether it's the school or whether it's the library, depending on how they work it out, what's easier for them. Mr. Boyer, would you have any insight on what I just said? Is that in essence what we're doing?
Yeah, that's absolutely in essence what we're doing. The one caveat to that is related to the library. We spoke yesterday with an individual over at Bricker and Eckler to go through things just to make sure that we were doing everything above board as far as with the moving parts here related to the school and the library. Got some feedback from her. So we're moving forward on that front. Your summary really detailed everything that's going on. And ultimately that's the end game, is to eventually likely get it from this close with the school and then get it over to the library is the tentative plan for now. But we're still kind of going through those details with councils just to make sure that, we're dotting every I and crossing every T.
Okay, so then what we really want to have happen here then is, just for today's purposes, is we really want to move that we would assign this contract to the North Canton City School System, and that we would be seeking reimbursement from them for our initial deposit, and then they would pick up all the transaction the rest of the way forward. And at some point then our legal counsel will prepare a resolution that we will all sign like we have been. And to that point, the last one that we did on the Cary property, we have that resolution, and Kelly Hart, our administrative specialist, will be reaching out to the members of the CIC to obtain their signature upon that document. So that's an aside, but we'll do the same thing for this. So, Mr. President, that's kind of the overview. We're acting to assist the community in the development. We're not going to own this property. We're just acting as the conduit to facilitate further economic development.
Very fine. So if we were going to sum this up, and Wayne, if you want to assist me as law director, I would say that we need a motion to go forward with assigning the contract to the North Canton City Schools.
Yes,
to assist in.
Yes, as it relates to 317 Portage.
That's the address. Thank you. As it relates to 317 Portage Street Northwest. Does that sound about right, Wayne?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the motion's on the floor. Could I have a second?
Well, did you make the motion or are you asking for the motion?
Well, I went ahead and I thought I made the motion.
Then I will second your motion.
Revolt will second.
All right,
Credit revolt.
credit revolt. Is there any other discussion on this for us? If not, we'll do a roll call vote on this one. Mayor Wilder, yes. Jeff Peters,
Yes.
Patrick Diorio,
Yes.
Gina Alabak,
Yes.
Daryl Revolt. Yep. Oh, he's second. Sorry. Timothy McCourt.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if John Zepp still was able to join us or not.
I am. Yes, for me.
Okay. Any opposed? The motion's passed. Thank you for your support on us working with our school and especially for our North Canton Library for the parking, everybody. The next would be any old business that anyone would want to bring up. Well, hearing none, I thank everybody for joining us today, and I'll just seek a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So moved, Diorio, seconded by
Aye.
Peters.
Peters. All in favor, say
Yes.
aye.
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 Opposed? The motion carries. Meeting stands adjourned. Thank you again for your time and attention, folks. Have a good day.
Thanks, Mayor. You too.
You too.
You got it?